Hey Jackie,
Hello.
how's it going?
Good. Thank you for being
Good.
here.
Thanks for joining. We'll give a few more minutes for people to hop on here and then we can get started.
Sounds good.
Can I ask you something, Shannon, while you're in
Of
downtime?
course, yes.
So I tried to go into the designs today,
Okay.
and I have a team and then I have my personal settings. And when I
Mhm.
was under my personal settings trying to use the print function under designs, it said that no authorized code. Is that normal? Do I have
Ooh,
to go?
no, that's not normal. So typically on Tuesdays, I know they do their updates, so they might be
Okay.
updating right now. Otherwise, I would recommend trying a different browser. So if you're using, I guess like if you're using Google Chrome. Try running incognito tab. Otherwise, you can try Internet Explorer as well. Sometimes that'll help.
Okay. So it's something other people have run into. That's all I
Yep, yep. And that's, it seems like when they've been doing their updates, designs has been the one that's kind of been hit the most.
Okay.
On Tuesdays, typically when they do it. So like I said, I would recommend just trying a different browser first. And then if that doesn't work, then just give it some time. It should be up and running soon again.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. We'll give just a few more moments, see if anybody's hopping on. I see it's just 10:30 now, so we'll give everybody a chance to hop on here. And if we don't have anybody else, we'll just get started.
A lot of newer agents on here. That's exciting. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Shannon. Nice to meet you.
Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you too.
Good, good. It's going good.
All right, guys. Well, we are at 10:31 now, so we might as well get started. There may just be a few people hopping on here in a bit. So today what we're going to be going over is basically how to set up a checklist within an opportunity and then run that checklist through an opportunity in command. So if you have any questions that do come up along the way, do let me know. Sometimes I can go kind of fast when I do these trainings. So if you need me to slow down, just let me know. If you have any questions, just definitely reach out. Can you guys all see my screen? Cool,
Yes.
cool. I'm getting some. All right, all right. So once you are logged into Command to basically get a checklist set up, you're going to open up the opportunities section here on the left, and once that loads up, okay. So as you see, once we are in here. So there are different phases for each transaction. You'll see there's cultivate, appointment, active, under contract, and closed for listings, buyers, and leases. So how you can add the different, let me see what's going on here just a sec. Oh, my computer's being slow. Oh no, don't do this to me now, computer. Okay, let me just try reloading this here again. Sorry guys, a little bit of technical difficulties today. My computer has been funny. Okay, let's see this one Okay, so I think I can maybe do something now. Okay, so you'll see here these different phases. So within each phase, there is what they call stages. So I'll bring that up here so you can see what that looks like. All right, perfect. Just gonna move this over here. So you see here, these are the different phases. So within each phase, you can edit the stages. So you'll just click this icon here. This will bring up the different stages. Let me bring that down here. All right, so as you see here, so within the phases, there are different stages that you can set up. So you can basically set this up any way that works best for you and for your business. So I just kind of set this up. I just kind of copied a different agent who had set up checklists within Command. So you'll see I have pre-list, photography, enter into MLS, marketing, showing, negotiation, et cetera, et cetera. And then within each stage, you can add a checklist item. So that will be right here. I guess first I should go over how to add a stage. Pretty simple. You just click the add stage button here. You can name the stage whatever you want here. And then the probability here. So what this means is the probability of the transaction closing. So typically I would just recommend putting in 100% in there. Completely up to you what you'd like to do for that as well. So once you have your stage name, you would obviously just click save, and then it would appear in this section here. You can drag and drop in order any way that you want. And then, as I said, within each stage, there are checklist items that you can set up. So if you just click that, so here's what I had set up for the pre-listing stage checklist. So I have signed contract, collect seller's disclosure statement, schedule stager, order signing yard, so on, so on. So how to add a checklist item, pretty simple again here. You would just click the add item button here, type it whatever you would like to name it. Once you have that, you would just click the save button here, and then it'll appear in here again. Once you have these all created, you can drag and drop in order as needed. And then you can also edit and delete. You would just click the 3 button icon here, edit, rename it, whatever you would like. You'll see this option right here. So if you would like your client to get an update anytime you check an item off, basically an item off your opportunity list, your client will get a notification via email just stating that this has happened. And I can show you, I just kind of pulled an example another agent had did. I pulled it from the Command Your Conversion Facebook group. So they'll basically, bring this up a little bit bigger. So they'll basically get an email like this. It says their name, we're checking things off your list. Here's a summary of tasks completed. It'll have the address of the property. Once you're in the opportunity, make sure you link your opportunity to an address. That way it will be able to pull up a picture of your listing, and then I'll just say down here, basically what's been completed. So just kind of give them a checklist. So it's kind of nice that way you can stay in touch with your clients and basically give them updates throughout the whole process without you really having to do much. So I would definitely recommend that. I think that's definitely an awesome feature they have added into Command. So yeah, so back to this here. So like I said, if you'd like to get the client an update, you would just check that there. So that's basically how you would set up the checklist within each one. And of course, you can go through each item. So photography, I just did schedule, verify photos, upload to the MLS, same thing like that. But like I said, you can basically customize that to whatever works best for you and your business. And then if we go back here, so yeah, so the different phases, you can obviously add different stages within each one. Again, you just click edit stages. So I did set up an opportunity already to run through this. So basically, once you have your checklist set up, any opportunity that you create after you set these checklist items up, they'll be automatically uploaded into that opportunity. So I can show you what that looks like. But first, I'm going to show you just quick, if you are part of a team, something really cool you can do. And I don't have team function on mine, so I can't quite fully show you. So you would just bring up the opportunity, and we'll just say here that we're in the pre-list part of it, and you want to assign that to a team member. There'll be an icon that appears right in this location right here that says assign. you would just click that, and then you'd have to make sure your team member is added into your contacts. You would type the contact's name and then basically click save, and it would assign that to them. And then you can also set a due date. So that would just be right here. You just select that. You can select the date and the time, and then click OK. And what will happen is your team member or contact will get a notification via the Kelly app. So if you guys have not downloaded the Kelly app yet, I would highly, highly recommend it. There's a lot that you can do with that, and it works really, really great with Command. All right, so I'm gonna go into this opportunity that I had set up just to kind of show you guys how, basically how a checklist looks in a opportunity. Do you guys have any questions so far?
Can I just get clarification on one thing?
Yes.
With the team, when you say in your contact, does it have to be in your team contacts or can it be in your personal contact and will it find it?
In your personal contacts, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, of course. All right, so yeah, so if you see here, so I've just created this kind of opportunity here. So you'll see down here under general information, so you can update the phase. So say we're in the active phase, and then you also have the stage. So that's where your checklist items are gonna be. So right now I have it set up in the pre-list. And if you scroll up here, this will be your checklist items. So you just bring that up. And then once you have completed a checklist item, obviously all you're gonna have to do is select that there, and it crosses it off your list. It says 1 of 5 is done. So you'll just go through, and again, with these, you can set it up so your client gets an update. Just make sure that you have obviously their email address entered into their contact information so they can get that update. So say you're done with all that. So it says checklist items have been completed. So you just click the save button here, and then we can move on to the next stage. So you would just click the edit button here. So now we're done with the pre-list. We'll go into photography. You'd click save. And then again, up here, you'll see it brings up our checklist items. Again, same process. You can go through and just cross off once those have been completed. And then you can also send that to the client update. As I mentioned before, you always want to make sure that your opportunity is linked to an address. So this is where you would enter that information here. Once it's entered in, obviously you would just click save. So that's pretty much the basicness of running a checklist through an opportunity in Command. Do you guys have any questions on that?
I have a question, Shannon. So in every transaction that we do a checklist, right? And do we have to put always the date so we get a reminder, or how does it work?
So you don't have to put a due date in there. That's I guess only up to you if you'd like to put that in there. And basically what that does is when you set that due date, you would just get like a notification via the Kelly app saying, hey, this is due today. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. All right, guys, do you have any other questions on that? I know I went kind of quickly like I usually do, but
Shannon, when you're creating those task lists and you were able to actually like assign them to specific people, can you do that in the template, or do you have to do that every single time that you create the task list per transaction?
I believe let me confirm on that, but I'm pretty sure that's per each opportunity that you have to do that.
Okay, so it's not like like if you have different administrators doing something, you can't edit the template to kind of have it shoot out different directions.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep, of course. All right, guys, do we got any other questions on checklists today?
There is any way that we just have, like, I mean, normally for listings, you have to do always the same, and buyers, there is a way that we don't have to do it every time that we have a transaction?
Yes, so basically once you do set up your checklist for every so you do it on listing side, you do it for buyer side, you only have to set that up once, then it's automatically populates into every opportunity. The only thing that you can do different is you can basically assign a certain task to somebody or set a due date. So that's really
Oh,
the difference. But once you do have them created, it basically every opportunity going forward will have those checklist items in there.
okay. Okay. Thank you, Shannon.
Of course. All right, guys, do we have any other questions here before we wrap up today? Nope. All right, guys. Well, that is it. So it was just, like I said, a pretty quick training today. If you guys do have any other questions on that, definitely feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to help.
Hey, Shannon.
Yes.
Jackie here. I'm curious, would you be able to share the checklist that you had received so we could set it up like you
Yes,
had?
definitely. I can send that over to you. Let me just quick grab a pen.
Maybe if you want to poll the group to see, or if somebody could also like chime in the chat if they want to share or if they have lists to share, or if they would like your lists.
That is a great idea. Yeah, so mine is just kind of basic, but I can definitely share that with you. If anybody else has a checklist that they love using, definitely share that. That would be awesome.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, so yeah, if you guys would like just basically what I have set up for the basic one, definitely feel free to shoot me an email or just let me know and I can send that over to you.
I would like to have it too, Shannon.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Bring up the chat here. All right, let me just make this here real quick. Awesome. All right, guys.
One more question.
Yes.
Do you record these trainings? Because I missed the first part of the command.
Yes. This has been recorded, right, Jordan?
Yes, yep, I'm recording right now, so I'll go ahead.
Jordan or Heather? No, Jordan. So do you have the first one that he did?
This is the first one Shannon did. Last week we had Carrie do the first one, and it wasn't recorded, unfortunately, because I don't have capabilities on the computer that I was doing it on. But we're going to start doing command classes weekly in March after family reunion is done, and all of those will be recorded too. So
Okay.
stay tuned for that. There'll be another 1.0 in a couple weeks, I think, so with Carrie.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you have any questions in the meantime, you can just definitely reach out to one of us, and we'd be more than happy to help. So
thank you, guys.
Thank you, Shannon. You rock.
Of course.
All right, have a great day, everyone.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.